So if you want to just like introduce yourself, I'm also recording, just letting you know. So
Okay.
then, because I'm gonna send this to my teacher for the project. But if you want to just like
Okay.
introduce yourself, say your name and like kind of why you're, involved in music and everything, real quick.
Okay. Hello, my name is Brian Fredrickson. Age 52 years old. I've been playing guitar for 48 years, and I have been taught by my grandfather, Charles Robinson, who taught me at the age of 4 years old.
Okay, okay.
And
Yeah, and you played with a band, right, when you were like in your 20s?
yes, I did. My first band I was in was with friends that I met in my high school years. We were called RKPZ. That was our first band name. RKPZ stands for Roadkill Petting Zoo. At the time when we first started, back in 1992, we were a heavy metal band, and I played rhythm guitar, and I also switched to bass guitar with the first band.
Okay, so did you mostly play instruments? Did you do any singing or like anything like that at all?
Not with the first band. With the other three bands that I was in, I also played rhythm guitar and bass guitar and backup vocals. And then on a couple of songs, uh, my voice sounded much better, so I only sang uh, two songs by myself with the other previous bands that I was in.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
Cool, cool. And and I remember you talking about how you guys have like played at festivals and or like, little gigs like that. What was
Yes.
that kind of life about with you?
It was amazing playing out live. We started out playing out live in clubs, and my favorite bar that I used to hang out with was called Paradise West back in Racine, Wisconsin. It is no longer there right now. It's a shame. But I would say my biggest tribute to when I was playing out live with my friends was when we played at Summerfest back in, I believe the year was either 1995 or 1996. We played at Summerfest on a stage. It was a warm, very warm day that time in Milwaukee, Wisconsin area, and we played in front of at least over 20,000 people,
Oh my
and that
God.
was, yes, and that was our biggest audience that we ever played. Yeah, I have to tell you that yes, I was very nervous. We were all nervous, but once we started playing the music, we all relaxed and did our thing. We had a great time performing.
That's crazy. That's 20,000 people. Wow, that's
Yeah,
insane.
yes.
I mean, like, yeah, that's wow. Yeah, have like you done any like recent recordings or kind of have you passed that era of like recording music at all?
Well, due to my health issues, unfortunately, I am no longer playing in a band. But I do still play here at home. I have three guitars here at home with an amplifier. I do practice my music quite a bit from the bands that I grew up listening to from the 60s and 70s, my childhood, and also some 80s music. I continue to listen and practice. I probably practice, I would say, maybe three times a week, where I'll just come in the private room here where I have things set up, and I just play for at least 2 to 3 hours, just getting the proper notes. I'm very, uh, I like to to be what we call a perfectionist. I don't like to mess up on a song that I should know the chords to, and also the vocals and words.
Right. Nice. All right. I wanted to also talk about like what was your key to success? Because you said you performed in front of 20,000 people. That's a lot of people. So what kind of success did you see? What kind of pattern did you see back then that got you that gig?
We did a lot of promoting of our band. We've had 5 CDs that were out. It was when we put out our CDs, we recorded our music in the Kenosha, Wisconsin area. I forgot what studio it was, and our CDs were carried at a old record store called the Mainstream Music. It was on Main Street in Racine, Wisconsin, which is unfortunately no longer there. I believe it's a pizza place for now or whatnot. But that kicked us off. And then our drummer at the time, he was good friends with a radio producer at Laser 103 FM in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we were asked to go to the studio and play a couple of our new original songs from our new album we were trying to promote live over the radio. And it was about 10 o'clock at night when this all happened. So we were playing acoustically that night, but it was a really fun time. And that's what started us kicking us off to the promotions that led into our big time show at Summerfest in Milwaukee.
Nice. That's awesome to hear that success and everything. What kind of let's see. I'm just kind of looking through questions that I have right now that I could try to send you. And I know, you're a rock band and it's definitely different from rap that I do.
Yes.
What kind of, I guess if you wanted to compare for yourself and your perspective, what kind of perspective do you have on the different genres and how different, maybe I've approached music compared to how you approached it back then?
Well, I approached my music stuff through my grandpa Robinson, as I said, and I kept it up and up. I did also, growing up, I was a huge and still am a big fan of the late Don Williams, the country music star. I do play quite a few of his music. We did play when I was in my band days. We did play a couple of Don Williams tunes in my very last band. It was called Kickstand Hooligans. We played several of his songs, and since I was the only one that knew the words, I sang lead on that. But as far as the rap music business goes, I know I got a lot of insight from you, Casey, from your brother Josh. The different genders of music
Genres.
that you guys. I'm sorry, but that you guys grew up with listening to. When Eminem first came on the scene, I thought, oh God, here we go again. But as far as what Josh listened to and from what you listen to, there is several things that he has done that I actually, in all honesty, I do like. I do like the beats, and things like that. I am not familiar with the new rap artists out there like you or Josh would be. I'm basically more familiar with the rap music that was around when I was growing up in my time, the gangster rap like the NWA, Cool Mo D, Sir Mix-a-Lot, Tone Loc, Young MC, stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. And, I know you've kind of disconnected from a lot of new age music because obviously as it transitions, kind of rap is the new popular genre right now.
Yes.
But I'll kind of just I'll leave off with if you want to give any tips or advice, what kind of advice would you give me as like a beginning setup as a rap career path for me right now? What kind of tips?
As far as you go, Casey, I have listened to your product that you have posted on certain platforms. Obviously, YouTube is what I use the most and do hear a lot from what you have been putting out. I do know this. I do compliment you on the beats and give you my input. And I feel very strongly when you had your first show, as a dad, I was so proud of you getting up there and doing what you love. I also have stated that I do like your worth ethic when you come to approach your type of music and your dream of music. And all I can say to you is this: please keep following your dream. If you really want to do it, you can succeed. If that's really what you want to do, I will support everything 110% or even more, because you have put in that work effort. You have done all this, with your beats, your lyrics, and I am just amazed that how far have you came to have the ambition. And it might be hard for you sometimes, but then you never quit. You always find something, to succeed in, especially in your music. And I all I can say is I'm very proud of what you're doing. You are going to follow your dream, but all I can say is please keep working hard at it and never give up.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel like I'm getting a little emotional now just hearing you say that. I really appreciate you coming on just really quickly for this interview. I know I just kind of hit you out of the blue.
No, don't. I appreciate it. I'm glad. I feel privileged that you asked, because your dad might be in a little bit of gender different music than you, but what I just said, I really do strongly mean that, and I wasn't just saying that. I know that you and Josh have that type of gender and
Yeah.
well, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, okay. And but I loved what Josh did back on Marquette when he was doing his stuff with Lamar, and you taking the ball, you learned from that, watching him. You worked with him, you worked with Lamar and other people, and I just can't say how proud I am of what a very young man. I love the way you have your leadership skills. I really do like that, and I know we had our hard times and whatnot, but to me, the most important thing about being a dad is to seeing his children grow up and be successful in whatever they choose to do.
Right. Awesome. Well, I don't want to hold you any longer now, but I really appreciate you coming on to talk to me just a little bit, answer a couple questions about, music careers and whatnot, and we'll probably just text later today about it and everything.
Okay.
But I hope you're doing well, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
So thanks, Casey. I love you very much. You stay safe there also. We're just getting ready for some severe storms this weekend here.
Oh, geez. All right. Well, I love you too, Dad. See ya.
All right. You take care.